Hey guys, it's Priscilla here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, most people are new here because I'm just really starting this YouTube channel. But since today's my birthday, I thought I would do my makeup. Well, I need to do my makeup because it's my birthday. I'm just going to talk about 22 things that I learned in 22 years. It's my Taylor year, or whatever they say. So my face is very moisturized and whatnot. So let's go with some primer. And the first thing I wrote this down because, you know, I'm serious about this. Okay, first thing I wrote, no moment or experience is a waste of time. It all has a lesson or a reason, or like it brings you something that you didn't have before. It takes something away that you no longer need in your life. It's basically that every moment is a lesson if you allow it to be. Sometimes that's hard, sometimes that's frustrating, but that's the beauty of life. You're always learning. You'll never know everything. Can you imagine if we knew everything? That would be horrible. But yes, this is the primer I use. Then I'm going to put some more. Look how dirty it is. The Makeup Forever Pore Minimizing Primer. Ooh. Just like in this area. Okay. What's the second thing that I had written down? Let me see before I go in. Well, I'm going to go in with these two for my base, but should I actually put this on today? Let's put those, say, Super Glowy Gel, just to have some bronze on my face. How's it looking? Please, my chair is like insanely noisy. Hi, how beautiful. Georgina, you are so beautiful to me. Okay, so while I have my sister and my mom here, one of the things that I wrote also is okay, well, they just left, so never mind. We'll just continue down the list. So that's okay. The second thing I wrote is friendships are more fulfilling than romantic relationships. Now that's just the real tea. That's just the real tea that I have to spill. Like, I've only been in one romantic relationship, but guys, like, when I tell you that I love my friends so much, and like, they're just like thebomb.com, and that includes my sisters. The time I spend with them is just so much more fun than I ever had experienced in my romantic relationships, or one that I've been in. So I just feel like sometimes we forget that because our society is so centered on like romance. But guys, in friendship there is romance too. That's something that is also so like not spoken about enough, you know? Ooh. I am the one thing that can control. How'd you hear that? I am inimitable, I am an original. Ooh, okay, wait, did I write something about that? Oh my god. I spilled makeup on my shirt. That's so upsetting. So, hi. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
It was so fast. It's one of the best, but
thank you. I needed this. So sweet. Damn, I put way too much product. I am the one thing in life I can control. Oh, I didn't write that down, but that's definitely a lesson. Like, you can't control anyone but yourself. It's like a waste of anxiety and stress to be worrying what other people are like thinking of you or doing, because you'll never ever control that narrative of yourself. Like, and there's no point of that. I had to learn that the hard way. No, it's okay that people have different ideas of you, because at the end of the day, the only opinion that really does matter is the opinion you have of yourself. I'm putting my bronzer on. Let me think. Let me go through the list. Oh, this is actually what I was trying to say. You don't always need the answer to why. Sometimes we're obsessed with understanding, like, why? Though, why did that happen? Why did this happen to me? Why did they leave? Like, why did they choose that person over me? Or whatever the case may be. It's just like, why? Why didn't I get into that program or that school? Or why do I like that person? Why do I... No, that's a thing you should answer. Do I like orange?
well, I don't know.
I'm gonna stand it in my light. Okay, kind of like. You don't need to know the answer to the question why always. You just have to sometimes trust in God, trust in the universe. Just trust. I'm eating a sandwich, I'm doing my makeup. It's a lot. Okay. Asking for help is stronger than doing something alone. Oh, I'm using my new Sephora 93 brush. I, for one, struggle so much. Let me move the camera. Now that you're over there, that's fine. So I struggle a lot with like asking for help and like seeking advice. I don't know how to do that. But it's so much stronger to rely on people than to try and do everything all on your own. That's 1000% maturing. If you try to do it by yourself, it's 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be so much harder. And it didn't have to be that hard. So, very important to remember that. And also, keeping a journal is so key. Keep a journal because you need to know who you are. You need to process things that happen in your life. Some people might find like, I don't know, like something like this more helpful, like a video diary or whatnot. But either way, get to know yourself. Get into your mind, babe, before you let anybody get into yours. Okay, wait. I can set my under eye before I continue talking. Next point of lesson learned by me throughout these years is it's better to be too much for somebody than to not be your true self. Like, if somebody thinks that you're too much, let them think that. So much worse to like make yourself small or change something about yourself just so you don't feel like you're too much for somebody. Because you know what? Frick that person. Because nobody's ever too much. You're just not meant for each other then, if you feel that way. Whether it's a friend, whether it's a boyfriend, whether it's a girlfriend, whatever. Period, point blank, they're not for you. Okay. Your parents are people too. That's the lesson that I wanted to share when my mom came. Like, your parents are people as well, which means that they have feelings, they have like a childhood they went through that really impacts them and things like that. Like, that's so important to just understand that they have like their own experience of life that you may never fully understand. And that's why you may have differences and whatnot, and they have their own opinions, and you know. I feel like I put my blush too low on this side. It's a lot of blushy blush. Ooh, I don't like having that, like, but like the way that my faces are shaped is like that. It does that. Okay. Look a little bit cray, but it's gonna be fine. Shout out my friend. Oh my god, this is so what I was saying about friendships. My friend got me this for my birthday, and it came in clutch because I actually I left my eyebrow thing at work this week, so I don't have access to it. So where was I? To love yourself is to accept the things that aren't so pretty. I feel like a lot of people may understand that, but it's definitely a lesson that I had to learn. That's like, okay, loving myself does not mean changing who I am to be a better person in that sense, but instead it's just what it actually means to love who I am is to accept that I'll never be a perfect person, accept that I have flaws. There are things about me that are challenging and difficult to deal with, but that doesn't make me less than somebody else, or it doesn't make me less deserving of greatness and like beauty and fun and awesomeness of life, you know? I need to be quiet for the brows because this is intense. Therapy is so worth it. That is what I wrote. I have been in therapy before. I'm not currently right now, but very important. very useful. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed with like my under eye. I think I need to take some setting powder and like blend that out. Oh, I didn't finish my brows, but I have to blend this out. Next lesson learned is that gratitude carries you so much further than like feeling like you need more constantly, or like feeling like you're, it's not to say that ambition and like wanting more for yourself isn't good, but gorgeous. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Your makeup looks so good.
Girl, thank you.
Girl, thank you.
I'm gonna do my hair like in some elaborate style, but I figured this is
I don't know what to do with my hair. I mean, it's like frizzy as heck. I don't know what happened to it.
Okay, that tomato toast with turkey and peas.
Yeah, Poppy's made it. Okay. So yeah, gratitude carries you so much further than just being like always wanting more, because when you're grateful for what you have, more will come to you. Big lesson to learn. Okay, let's see, we're on my 12th lesson, but I think I said like more than 12 already because I talk too much. Okay, not too much, I just talk a lot. Okay, it's important to know you can share your hope, like, oh wait, what did I say? It's important to know who to share your hopes and dreams with and who you cannot. That's a very important lesson. I'm still really learning that because I love to tell everybody everything, but it's super, super important to know who has your back and who just, you know, might wish ill upon you. Even if they don't mean to, or they don't realize they're wishing bad on you, some people might. So that's always so important to keep in mind whenever you're talking to somebody. Okay, next lesson is not every friendship needs to look the same. For a long time, I was just like, oh my god, that friend is just not a good friend because blah 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 is so much like this, and this person's like that, and whatever. Always comparing my friends when every single person is so different from the other that nobody's gonna be the same. For you, for their friends, for their family, everyone is so different. So that's really, really important to know that not everybody is going to be the same kind of friend to you. And that's not bad. That actually makes friendships even more fulfilling, like I said, because it means that you can learn something new from one person, you can get a perspective from another person, you can share one interest with one friend and then another with that other friend. It's not even about the friends being more similar to you or not. It's just that everyone has like a different perspective to offer and has a different personality to share with you. So they're not all going to be the same. I kind of want my brows to look a little cleaner. I feel like I just brushed off all my makeup. Yeah, every friendship is different and that makes them... So don't expect the same things from each friend. Like each friend has their different role for you and vice versa. In that same like sense, every person you meet is a reflection of some part of you. Whether it's a person you meet on the street, whether it's like somebody you've known your whole life, or your mom or your sister, every single person is a reflection, has a reflection of you in them, just because the way that you have, because your outlook on life is very specific and individual to who you are. So no two people are alike, obviously, and then that means that every person has something to show you about who you are. I don't know, I don't know how to explain this one too much, because it's just like everyone is a reflection of you. Like how you're viewing them, how you're receiving what the words they say, the actions that they make is a reflection of who you are. Let's see, this is my 15th lesson. It's okay to rest. This one I'm still really learning, because right now I'm in a moment in my life where I'm like in between stages and whatnot, and I feel like it's crazy that I feel like I'm not doing enough with my life. But it's okay to rest. It's okay to not be doing something new and exciting and whatever. It's okay. It is okay. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, my little eye makeup look that I don't really have like an idea for, but I'm just gonna add a little bit of like brown to it. And then, oh my god, she left my closet door open. It looks so good. Can I go to that closet? Damn, mommy. So, next lesson. There is no rush in life because lesson number 17, you are always where you're supposed to be. I gotta cool it down, heat it. You got me. Oh my god, Arlo, here. Have the last piece. You're always where you're supposed to be. Like, no moment that is meant for you will ever, ever, ever pass you by. And I'm pretty sure that's the next. Oh no, that isn't the thing that I put, but that's a part of that lesson that, like, you will always, always be where you're supposed to be, even if you feel like you're not. That means that you need to move and you need to change, and that's what that's teaching you there. But regardless, every place that you end up, you're supposed to be there. And that goes for, like, imposter syndrome. Like, just because, like, somehow you might think, oh my god, what am I doing here? How did I get here? You did the work. You did something. You were you. And that's worth something. That is definitely worth something. Okay, I don't really know what's going on with my eyes. And I don't really want to do anything special or crazy with them, so that's fine. Mascara. Another lesson that I'm learning is that this power of the spirit is so unimaginable. Now, what does that mean? I'm still learning what that means, but basically that you don't know where the spirit, whether that's, you can interpret this however you like, whether that's inner spirit or a divine spirit that you believe in, the universe, God. So it's so powerful. You have no idea the kind of power it holds, because we just don't have the capacity to understand that on this earth, I don't think. I always get scared with mascara because it gets all over my face. That was a bad clip, but do my eyes look crazy? That was a lot on that side. Yikes. This next lesson is one I'm still, like, grappling with, but it's definitely, like, one of the most important ones, is that letting go starts with forgiving yourself. When we're in situations that we're like, I can't let go of this person or this event, oftentimes it's because we feel like we did something wrong, or like we're responsible for the way it turned out. Which, of course, we all play a role in whatever happens to us. Like, that's just a fact of life. But when you're in the process of letting go, you know, it's time for you to move on. You need to first be like, you know what, Priscilla, like, it's okay. You're human. I understand. That was a mistake, or this was, like, you know, just forgive yourself and grieve the part of you that wanted it to end another way. I'm gonna spray this on. I'm scared. Do my eyes look alright? I feel like I need something to them. Okay. This lesson is, there is joy in being surrounded with people who understand you. Sometimes you want to be around people who are, like, fun and, like, just always want to party, or, like, you know, whatever your definition of fun is, that's what we want to do, right? We want to be, like, where the movement's at, wherever. But the people who understand you and the people who, like, are just there for you because you're you, those are the people that you want to keep near you, because they just make you feel a new kind of joy, a greater sense of joy. So my 20th lesson, which, I don't know, this is probably the 22nd already, but this lesson is, you are special because you are you. I know, it's so corny and everyone says it, and it's almost like you want to roll your eyes, like, oh, okay. But when you think about it, like, no person is you. No person has lived your life but you. No person knows exactly what you do or can have the same, like, no person can be in your mind the way that you are in your mind. Absolutely not. And that's exactly why you're special. And that's exactly why every single relationship is so different, because everyone is so different. And like, I love that about life, and it's scary too, but it just makes things so much more exciting and crazy and cool. My last lesson that I'm learning, or that I've learned and I hope to continue to keep in my life, is that balance is key. Too much of a good thing can be bad. Except love. I believe that love is awesome and crazy wicked in the best way possible. So basically, the lesson is that there is always need for balance. Like, in every aspect of your life, in every situation, whether it's a physical, like eating or sleeping or hanging out with that person that you like adore. Like, sometimes you could be doing too much with them. So balance is key. All right, look at my dressy dress on. All right, so I'm gonna finish getting ready. That is my lessons learned for 22 years of life. And let me know if you guys like this video. Tell me what is a lesson that you've learned in your life, whether you're 12 or 35 or 70. I think we all have something that we've learned in life, and we all have something valuable to say and to share. So let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Much love. See you on the flip side.